Hey everybody, this is Final Film Productions back with another movie-related video. Today I tackle Ghostbusters Afterlife, which has lit up social media and everything else this week with its first trailer. What I want to talk about today was the reception that this trailer is getting. When Jason Reitman done an interview several months back, I think earlier in the year, he made some remarks that he got criticism for. I think he said that this movie would be for the fans, for the real fans, which you would, on the surface of things, you would think that sounds pretty good. What's wrong with that? Making a Ghostbusters movie for fans. This was taken as a kind of an attack on the 2016 movie, and it was seen as, I'm sure everybody that's watching this video followed the 2016 movie's marketing campaign, the reception it got. The trailer for the 2016 Ghostbusters was not well received. The movie was not well received. It really flopped at the box office. There was some awful sexism and misogyny from fans. In the media it was claimed that all people were doing this, that all men were attacking this movie, and that if anybody disliked the trailer or criticized the trailer or the movie, that they were all just blanket sexist and misogynist. And that was how the movie was marketed, and that was how the promotion campaign, Paul Feig, Melissa McCarthy, they all got in it. Leslie Jones, she did, it has to be said, she did get some pretty terrible stuff said towards her, but that was by a select few online. People like Mark Kermode and the Robbie Collins guy. These are the two guys that do the Wittertainment BBC podcast. They joined in it as well, and they said that everybody, the reception from all the fans it was really disgraceful. When, like any movie franchise, like any music artist, it's only select trolls online, and by and large, if you look through the comments of that trailer, 90% of them are just people who think the movie looks like crap. But looking at the Ghostbusters Afterlife reception, most people seem to be interested by it. They're a little bit confused by why there isn't any of the original cast members, but by and large people are excited, or at least kind of indifferent. But there hasn't been, as you would expect, more people who enjoyed the 2016 movie. They are popping up and they are criticizing the trailer. There's this NME journalist, James McMahon, who had a pretty awful tweet. He says, "F that Ghostbusters trailer. You don't reward regressive fanboys, many of whom created an atmosphere of racism, racist, misogynist toxicity that led to a leading lady leaving the very platform by making the very film they wanted in the first place." There's no getting away. As I said, there was misogyny and racism, but that's by a select few. That's by the minority of all the millions that were following this whole that 2016 reboot. He's trying to suggest that all those people, all the Ghostbusters fans that didn't like that 2016 movie, are racist, misogynist, and that you shouldn't make a movie for those people because those people don't deserve the movie. This Ghostbusters Afterlife is a movie made for the people that want to see a good Ghostbusters movie, a movie that respects the first two movies, that respects the characters, and you kind of get that in this trailer. There's nothing in this trailer that's anti-female. There's two female leads, young McKenna Grace, who was in Annabelle and the Haunting of Hill House, I think, as well. She's a terrific actor, and she seems to be one of the main characters. So there's nothing about the movie that's racist, misogynist. If people like this movie, it's because people want the Ghostbusters fans didn't like the 2016 movie because it was, Scooby-Doo CGI, awful attempts at humor, terrible marketing campaign and promotional campaign. So the idea, and there's lots of people on Twitter. If you type in Ghostbusters 2016, somebody else says, I love Ghostbusters 2016, and while I want to be excited for the new film, it's hard to let go of the bitterness towards the real fans. This real fans thing seems to be a recurring thing that they're throwing back at anybody who's a fan of the first two movies and not a fan of the Female Reboot. I don't want them to have nice things, says this Twitter user. So you have a fan base of, you have two fan bases. You have the fan base of Ghostbusters fans who actually like the first two movies, and by and large those people don't like the 2016 movie. And then you have the people who like the 2016 movie and will criticize anything that the people that didn't like it enjoy, and the people that didn't like the 2016 movie generally seem to be enjoying what's been teased and what's been promised from this new movie. I'm not sure. The trailer to me looked fine. It did lack the incorporation of the original cast, but we're probably going to get that in the next trailer. They got to tease a little bit of that anyway to get people excited. This reaction from the 2016 fans is typical, and is, as I said earlier, Jason Reitman has been attacked, and they're trying to drag him into the mud. He's handled it pretty well, and if this movie becomes a hit, it'll hopefully shut up those people who, if you like the 2016 movie, fine, but you have to admit that by and large, people didn't go to see it. The real fans, or Ghostbusters fans in general, didn't like it, and it wasn't because there was females in the leads. It was because the movie just was plain bad. Rewatch that trailer if you don't cringe and want to pause and exit out of that trailer, the 2016 movie. Well, you're stronger than I am. Thanks for watching.